Welcome to Season 2, News432Channel, daily episode number 21. And sorry, I thought it's day episode number 22 in the end of this video, day episode number 20 last week on Saturday night for day episode number 20. Thought it's day episode number 22, but no, it's still day episode number 21. Today is March 9th. So, good afternoon and evening. I'm your anchor host, Kwabena Agyemang, and things are getting just started because it's getting to a March break weekend, a long weekend for March break, and I hope you enjoy these videos by subscribing on YouTube and clicking on the bell button to get notifications on the video. We will be uploading the commercials all year long. And also daily episodes for Season 2 News432Channel every Saturday night on YouTube. It's going to be on the line. It's going to be on the line for sure, huh? Anyway, so welcome to daily episode number 21 on News432Channel right here on YouTube. And let's get things started. So the York University, what I told you, they didn't take the offer. They going to strike. The strike is ongoing. Yeah, starting Monday, and now from Monday to Friday from 5th to 9th, which is day 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is day 5 of York University of strike because they reject the offer. They rejected the offer from the university contract, from York University contract from CUPE Ontario. So York University has been reject the offer from CUP from Ontario. CUP Ontario. Yeah. It's going to be hard to get back students work and get paid in school. So here's Chris Fox from CP24.com. It was published by Friday, March 9, 2018. It says, by Chris Fox, members of the CUP Ontario Executive Board will join striking York University contract faculty, teaching assistants, and others at pickets lines today as first week of work stoppage comes to an end. About 3,000 workers, all of whom belong to CUP 3903, have been on strike since Monday. The union didn't submit a counter offer to the university purported the final offer on Monday night. However, the school said that offer includes a demand that was significantly outside the reach of the university. According to the CUP Ontario, members of the executive board will arrive a picket line set up at Keele Street and York Boulevard at around 12:30 p.m. CUP Ontario President Fred Hand will be among the group participating in the picket and expect to speak with the reporters. CUP 3903 has said that its members have struck about 60% of all classes at York University. The main issues is of the contention in the labor dispute revolving around the job and security part. Part-time workers, and the path to full-time tender employment for contract faculty. This is the second time. Just like the first time, last time it was Ontario college strike. Every schools have on strike because they They did not take the offer, and now only one York University is on strike again, doing the same thing like Ontario College strikes. All colleges, schools, George Brown, Sensor, Sheridan, Mohawk, and St. Clair College, and more is going. It's going to be the same thing with the second one with York University is on strike too because they reject the offer from the CUP Ontario. Didn't get the money. Didn't get paid to the students in a college workers. I mean, is that possible? Seriously, is that possible? Jeez. Look at all these people circling around and rally up because they're making a solidarity rally for the strike for the Young University. They need the offer or they will not get money and they're just going home and quit the college and start moving on to quit the university in York University, Toronto on Monday. This is the day 5th of the York University strike in progress before they submitted for the deal has been final offer. After the final offer, York University students, teachers, and associates and workers have rejected this offer from CUP Ontario for the contract, and the strike continues. Maybe they're gonna leave York University to quit because it is very disappointing to get paid for work in college and university. It is very disappointing for the York University get paid on that course for semester 1 and 2 in York University. That is a bummer. Anyways, it was by Chris Fox from CP24 on March 9, 2018. Chris Fox, you need to fix it up and make sure what is the meaning for that when it's going to be end on the York University strike. Students, teachers, associate, and workers will tell them to stop and stop rallying for the strike of what they're going to do to coming to fall down. Chris Fox, fix the report. I'm just saying, just fix the report and make this better, right? Jeez. Anyways, next news is the Ontario PC leadership has been co-opted because it is valid because they are taken to the courts because they tried to vote it, Doug Ford and Patrick Brown and these 3 women and candidates in PC leadership voting for the Ontario PC leadership. So it is way too late because nobody voting these 4 candidates to become the next Ontario PC leadership. That is way too long, and nobody else voting. It is very error for this, and it says reported by Mike Crowley and Andrea Janis from CBC News. Says lawyers in Toronto courtroom argue over with the deadline. Yeah, Yeah, arguing, having a fight about nobody else are voting Doug for Tanya, Christine, and Carolyn. These three women, and also one is Doug Ford. But why Patrick Brown? Patrick Brown is on the PC, Ontario PC leadership race, or he is out to step down, to not going to do this. I'm just saying. Now the Toronto courtroom argue over when of his deadline, because it must be deadline. They need to vote these 4 people or 5 people, including Patrick Brown, because it's official, because you need to vote it these 4, or there will be, or they're gonna reveal the result of the vote. Then who's going to select it to become the next Ontario PC leadership as a leader to become in the future of the mayor. So Toronto Courtroom argue over with wherever the deadline of voting in the Ontario Progress Centre congressive leadership ways should be extended as members complain about problems casting online ballots. Voting ballots. They're casting their online ballots. Seriously. Because they try to call these phone numbers, they're trying to contact every house neighbors. They need to vote these for the Ontario PC leadership. One of these 4 is Christine, Dunford, Caroline, and Tanya. The deadline for voting was noon ET today. The deadline has come and gone without decision. So there is no decision. It was Ontario Superior Court. They didn't make a decision. Nobody else voted. They just look at the result on the paper. Nobody else voted. That is a blank. That is unbelievable. Nobody else voted in online ballots. Or it's just less. Because a lawyer seeking injunction will be extended voting by 1 week. Oh my. Now the lawyer goes to court to try to extend PC leadership. They already did, so they failed. Yeah, it's a fail. So the Ontario PC leadership race, voting these 4, in that objection, the objection is a fail. Nobody else voted these 4 who will become the next Ontario PC leadership. Doug Ford, Christine, Tanya, and Caroline, including Patrick Brown. Nobody else. Who you think is the best? So who you think is the best to become the next mayor in the future, to take over the Ontario PC leadership leader, to do something to speech, or to do something that you have a plan to do. That is a failure. That's a fail. Now Doug Ford slams the leadership voting flawed, scandalous, and ridiculous. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. This is madness. Oh my goodness. Voting flaws is very scandal. It's very scandalous and ridiculous. Doug Ford quoted that. Scandalous and ridiculous. Doug Ford doesn't like it. Yeah, Doug Ford doesn't like it. And he hates that. And he hates that criticisms of the ridiculous leadership voting online ballots. Jesus Christ. So, it was supported by Mike Crowley and Andrea Janis from CBC News on 1 hour ago, March 9, 2018. This is madness, and this is a failure for getting this result. Who's going to be next? And now 4 of them couldn't make it. It was responsible. The Ontario Supreme Court has checked on the paper, revealed nobody else select a winner for the Ontario BC leadership. That is stupid. That is a failure. Stupid. That is a failure. Stupid. And you're hurting. And you're hurting. And you're hurting this. You're hurting this. Oh man, you're hurting this Ontario court in Toronto. You're hurting the city of Toronto. You're hurting us. And you're hurting us, Ontario. In that you're hurting us in Canada. Jeez, you're hurting us in Canada. You're hurting us in that hometown, Ottawa. Like Justin Trudeau reacts this Ontario PC leadership race is turning to a ridiculous valid failure to extend it to vote these four, and people vote these four. It's just a last lack. Man, oh man. So, enough talk with our Ontario PC leadership, these four racing it, because this is game out. This is game. This is game. Too early and way too late. And way too less downfall. Way too downfall. Anyways, that's the news update. It is sports update time. Now the Leafs, the Toronto Maple Leafs are right now catching the playoff spot, chasing down. And we will read this. It was by Kevin McGuire from Sports Reporter on the Star, Toronto Star. Says the Maple Leafs have their hiccups in the 2017 and 2018 season. Austin Matthews has been injured 3 times and they survived. They played without these defensive men, Morgan Rielly, and they survived. Frederick Anderson have been most greatly, but not always, and they survive. They have blown leads and overtime losses, and those run-ins with advertisely that teams that are successful in the playoffs so often talk about overcoming. And now, with the season finishing line in the sight, a second straight appearance in the playoffs seems inevitable. The Leafs have come from team no one took seriously just a couple of years ago to one that a target on its back. One that is good now, promising to better for years to come. The first thing that happens when you're not a very good team, no one takes you very seriously. Leafs coach Mike Babcock was saying when the team visited Washington for outdoor game, so you can play a lot. Those wishy-washy games you don't know you're in at the time. Then you play this year and you're a good team. Every night you are getting a real game and you know how much harder it is to get points, but that's how you build your team. So then, that when you come to playoffs, your battle tests already. Battle tested already. So I just think we're significantly better because our young guys are better. They're harder. They've been through it more. They see what it's like. They're being eliminated from playoffs. They know right away. You get in the playoffs, and then 10 days later, one of you is moving on, and one of you goes home. These are all the lessons you can talk about, but until you've been through them, you don't know. There are no guarantee of playoff success this year. In fact, the way playoffs are set up, only one of Toronto, Boston, and Tampa are three of the league's top 6 based on points, has a chance of surviving the second round. It was reported by Kevin McGrath from Sports Reporter on Toronto Star on Thursday, March 8, 2018. Alright, next thing is Toronto Raptors news. So, I'm very happy this Toronto Raptors feeling on the basketball team. The dominate DeMar Rosen have clinched the playoff shot. So, Toronto Raptors are very skillable and talentable to defeat the Detroit Pistons, and now they clinch. It was reported by document from Sports Reporter from Toronto Star. It says a lot of their depth. The Toronto Raptors went with their tried and true veterans in Detroit on Wednesday night. It worked. Fred VanVleet, corner jumper set up by DeMar Rosen, drive that attract every available defender, lifted the Raptors to a 121-119 victory over Pistons, and now they clinch an Eastern Conference playoff spot in the NBA first standings for Toronto. DeMar Rosen, who finished 42 points with a wonderful night, went to coast on the final decision position and kicked the ball to Van Vliet, who buried the game winner as Toronto won its 5th straight game and 13 in their last 14 outings. It is the earlier points in the season a Toronto team has ever clinched a playoff berth and retained the first place in the Eastern Conference. Drake, I know you are listening, so your team, Toronto Raptors, have been clinched. Your playoffs are first standings. Drake, you gotta hear the news. Toronto Raptors, that beast of the 6 right here, your legacy, your nation, your Toronto Raptors have clinched the first placement of the NBA playoffs Eastern Conference. Maybe they're gonna start it on first round. I hope so. Not the wild card, just the first spot on the first standings. So, Drake, my man, you gotta go cheer for Raptors because they dominate these teams. They beat them and they got 5 straight winning streak. Tell that to your friends, tell that to your employers, tell to everyone across from the world. It is the earlier point in the season Toronto has ever clinched a playoff berth. They retained the first place Eastern Conference. A Blake Griffin basket with the 3/10 of the second left in the fourth quarter forced overtime after DeMarson's like a court drive, drunk and foul shot had given the Raptors 2-point lead and one of the highlights of the season. DeMar Wilson took inbound pass of the May Pistons free throw, raced up the court as the Detroit defenders let him operate freely and was fouled on the empty dunk. His foul shot put up Toronto up by 2, but the Pistons went right to Griffin on ensuing play. He muscles his way to the basket and scored over Pascal Siakam for the tie. What a finish in the fourth quarter in 8.3 seconds. I'm about to show you the video that DeMar Wilson saves the day. And let me turn up the volume. Here you go. You see that? You see that? DeMar Wilson has saved the 3 points, and now it's a score 113 to 112 in the fourth quarter. DeMar Wilson. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at DeMar Wilson. Man, it's not a 2-point. It's not a 3-point. It's a 2-point. He's dunking and he's dribbling the ball and boom, 2-point game, and now they clinch. The Raptors team in a playoff spot, first place. That is unbelievable. Let me play that again so you will know. Man, DeMar Wilson, my goodness. Wow. Dribbling ball, puts the basket on the net, and clinch. Boom. That's how he gets it done. Over defeating Detroit Pistons. So it was reported by Doug Smith from Sports Reporter on Toronto Star on March 7, 2017, Wednesday. Now, that's a sports update. The Maple Leafs and the Raptors are getting so strong right now for the playoffs again. Wishing the playoffs, the Maple Leafs or the Raptors. Let's make it again. Now, it's time for business update. Oh, and by the way, the business update on regarding the money has been revealed by the Bank of Canada is a new $10 bill. Viola Desmond. Viola Desmond is a new Canada $10 bill. So, I'm about to show you the video of what it looks like. This new Canadian bill, $10, goes to Viola Desmond. It's a new cover and a new face of the Bank of Canada. Here it is. By the courtesy of CTV. Oh, I think it's an advertisement. Oh, here it is. It's going to take a moment. The slowing down, buffering.
As being recognized, Canadian Monetary First series run.
Oh.
Sure is, Ken. Now, she is so
$10 bill, Canadian civil rights icon Viola Desmond. Also on the banknote, the Canadian Museum of Human Rights. Desmond's sister, Wanda Robson, helped pull back the curtain for the big reveal.
I said, it's $10 bill. She's on the $10 bill. And I was speechless. My family would have liked that, but for once in my life, I was speechless.
Bank of Canada Governor Stephen Harper says he and the Minister of Finance had agreed it was long past time.
This is Viola Desmond's sister.
Viola Desmond, a trailblazer in Canada's civil rights.
She was speechless of what to know to say this new Canadian $10 bill. Viola Desmond as a new face of the Bank of Canada.
Because it shows that standing up for what we believe, whether it's on the step of Parliament Hill or in a movie theater in New Glasgow, Nova Scotia, can make our country and a world a better place for future generations.
Desmond is the first Black person and first non-royal woman to appear on a regularly circulating banknote in Canada. Over the years, her sister has worked tirelessly to make sure Desmond's story is not forgotten. And on this day, you could say that effort has paid off.
This is amazing, unique, and it'll go down. Our family will go down in history.
Now, the new $10 bill doesn't go into circulation until the end of the year, but Bill Morneau joked at the event today that Desmond's sister Wanda would be allowed to keep the one she was presented.
Well, there you have it.
It all starts.
So, well, there you have it. She's in the new cover of the Bank of Canada new bill, $10. Viola Desmond, our first Black, African, and Canadian of the new face, Viola Desmond, $10 bill, the purple cash bill. So welcome to the Bank of Canada family. Replacing Sir John A. Macdonald as a new face of the $10 bill, Viola Desmond, our first African and Canadian Black woman. So it was supported by who is reporting on the new $10 bill. Let me see. It was supported by Jeff Legris from CTV News Dossier on March 9, 2018. Now, the second thing is from the Young Dunkish Square. The setup was extraordinarily ugly. How come it's ugly with this setup? Here's explained by Samantha Betty from staff reporter on Toronto Star. As her cab inched through traffic past cacophony of larger-than-life digital signs around Young Dunkish Square, Kim's story jaw dropped. "Oh my God, look at that," she said, as she came to the face-to-face with the new 50mm multi-screen display at the square entrance and Young and Duncan Street. That extraordinary, ugly story, and James Brown of Brown and Story Architects designed the public square as the turn of 21st century. Lately, they avoided to visit what used to be a point of pride. They now consider it's an embarrassment, especially since the city recent installation of its 7 digital signs. There has to be some place we are not bombarded by advertising to have respite from all this story. getting to the glowing advertisements surrounding the squares, showcase stores, movies, and restaurants. Once you start breathing sightseeing, it closes down the space. So here's a question: says, have your say? Do you think Young Duncan Square is ugly? That's a question for that. So I'm gonna go with. No, it needs to be a bigger presentation city because we need to do the New York City because you need to build up the screens like in the Eglinton Square. So I'm gonna say no for that. So let's see how many votes they have. Oh, it's 31.75% and 16.91%. 400 votes and 734 votes say yes, it should be public space free of advertising. And 6.91% with 2,218 votes and 4,164 votes for no. It's pretty common representation of Big Mountain City. So I just say no. So I'm just gonna go for no. So it needs to be bigger, like in New York City, like Eglinton Square, like that. Bring a new advertising, bigger signs. So that's the business update. It was supported by for the Young Duncan Square report by Samantha BT from South Porter on Thursday, March 8, 2018. Business update is complete. Entertainment update. Now, I want you to go see the movie. Can A Wrinkle in Time can take over the Black Panther? Can Wrinkle in Time beat the Black Panther to take over the box office #1 spot? If you think yes or no, leave your comments below because it's now playing in theaters. So go see Wrinkle Time, Minnie Kaling, and also Oprah Winfrey. Yeah, I gotta admit to Oprah Winfrey, that woman who came to the Golden Globe and for mission to become the president because she needs to learn the politics before he is going to be ready for president. You know what I'm saying? I respect Oprah Winfrey. Not so much, but I respect that Oprah Winfrey. So, go see that movie. A Wrinkle Time. Can they take over the Black Panther by getting more money from the box office? By beating the Black Panther to take over the #1 spot? Where did you see the movie? So it's in theaters right now. Secondly, go see The Strangest Prey of Night, Gringo, and Hurricane Heist. Those four are new Friday movie here. New Friday movies are here. The fantasy, the horror, the comedy, and the action movie. Wrinkle Time, The Strangest Prey of Night, Gringo, and Hurricane Heist. It's only theaters for this Hurricane Heist. Not everywhere theaters, only theaters. By participating. So go see the movies. The four of them is on Cineplex and AMC Theater. And upload video for a review. What did you think about? What did you think of these movies? So that's the entertainment update. We have no announcement update, but once it's a March break starting March 12th from 19, a long weekend is all yours. To everyone in the school, students, wishing you all a great March break weekend, a long week, and stay safe and have fun when you go for events, zoos, party, restaurants, and more. So have fun out there and be safe for a long weekend. Or in work, when you take a day off for a March break, you have to go to work during March break or not. So, that's only one announcement update regarding March break for a long weekend. That's the announcement update. And that's it. We have nothing else to say. Oh, and by the way, the 90th Oscars, the commercial update, the Cadillac, the future is here. Go check out the video in the link description below or click here to watch this on the preview video regarding the Cadillac, the future is here, by the 90th Oscars campaign for Cadillac sponsor on the Oscars for every year, bringing more innovation of this luxury, bringing more innovation for inspiring actors and actresses and movie directors, crews. Like in the red carpet, Oscars red carpet preview. Like in the red carpet charity preview in North American International Auto Show in Detroit. Like this one is better from the Oscars red carpet preview. On ET Talk, ABC, ABC, and on E Network with Ryan Seacrest. So, check out the video, Cadillac, the future is staring on USA commercial for the 90th Oscars on ABC, and also CTV Canada is available right now. So, check out the video right here, or click the link description below. And write down your comments or send a message to me of what you think of this commercial by the Cadillac Motor Division of General Motors in Detroit. This creative video represents the new Super Cruise, the new model XT4, which is XT5, and now it comes down to XT4 replacing XTS. Goodbye, XTS. So, click here on the link description or click here to watch it. The future is here. Anyway, that's it. No commercial updates with one, and there's nothing else for updates. So, thank you for watching News432Channel Season 2 Daily Episode number 21 on News432Channel on YouTube. Click here to subscribe to see more every Saturday night only on YouTube. Like us on Facebook. Follow me on Instagram, Google, Twitter, and much more. I'm your anchor host, Kwabena Agyemang, saying so long, have a great March break weekend for a long weekend, and this has been News432Channel. And I will see you next time on the episode number 22, which is March 17. Saturday, March 17 is our next episode for daily episode number 21 on News432Channel with Kwabena Agyemang, only on YouTube. Fare thee well. Good day and good night from Brenton and your legacy, your nation.